Hello and welcome to my reading for August 7th, 2019. This is a reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with everyone, or it may just resonate with just one of you. If it does, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a comment. I love to hear how this resonates in your lives, and I'm so thankful that you guys listen to me. You don't know how much it means to me. I just wanted to also let you guys know I will be traveling. I am in the United States and I will be traveling to my second home in South America this week, to a small fishing village where I spent not the last 8 years, but 8 years of my life. I came back, made a move to the United States about 2 years ago. I do rescue animals down there. I have dogs and cats and chickens. Although the chickens I wouldn't really say I rescue, but the dogs and cats, they all come from horrible places, and I've given them a home and love, and I have someone who takes care of them in my absence. So I periodically go down to check on them, and I provide for them financially as well. So hopefully you guys will see some videos in the next coming weeks of my babies. They might not be completely tarot related, but I do have lots of cats as well. And they love tarot. They love to swat at the cards, and they never let me just like read. They'd always be like climbing all over me, and cats find tarot so interesting. I feel like they're just so connected to it in some way that us mere humans, as my brother calls us, hairless meat bags. I'm only kidding, but there's something I don't get about how much cats are connected to the tarot. They do show up often as well. So anyway, I'm not sure about next week's readings. The internet is sort of spotty down there in this fishing village. It comes and goes. Sometimes there are these rolling blackouts as well. So if you don't hear from me, I haven't given up, you guys. I just might be in a far, far away land. And it's a very, very magical place as well. So I'll try to include you guys on that journey as much as possible. And yeah, so let's go ahead. This is a preemptive reading. I'm not reading on the 7th. So I will be traveling on the 7th. So, keep me in your prayers and your thoughts and your meditations. And let's see what Spirit has to say for us for the collective for August 7th, 2019. Spirit, what do we need to know for August 7th, 2019? All right, the first card out is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Nice, a release. The Knight of Wands. Okay, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. All right, so the overall energy of this reading, I love it. It's August 7th. We definitely have a 7 coming out. Is the Page of Cups. So take a look at this. This is a lot of debauchery going on here. This definitely is a threesome. This is lots of drink. This is sex. This is, somebody who's just exploring, this sensual side of life. So you do have to be a little bit careful with the Page of Cups because, he's drinking his own cup. It's so funny. A lot of times he's offering a cup. This time he's not even offering it. He's taking it all for himself. So I do get there's some sort of energy, some sort of selfish energy, some sort of, someone's divulging, somebody is, just really debaucherous, and somebody is just doing what they want, what makes them feel good, and sort of without abandon, without worrying about the consequences. This is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energy. So that Scorpio energy is really coming through on that card. So you may have to be careful, but it is sort of this exploration phase that we all go through, and there's not a whole lot of maturity linked to the card. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Take things for face value. Okay, don't read too deeply into if this is a person or younger person that you're dealing with or into this situation. There may also be other people involved. You may not be the only one if this resonates with you in a romantic sense. All right, so we've got the Ten of Swords energy. This is a completion. This is the end of a cycle. This is a complete catharsis. I love the Ten of Swords in reverse because these swords, he's come to a violent ending, but these swords are coming out. So all of the poison, all of these thoughts, all this sort of oppression is just dropping away. And who doesn't love that? This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. After that, we have the Knight of Wands card coming out. This is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And this is a knight. This is a fast-moving energy. This person is going to swoop in. He doesn't have any sort of fear. He's just going for it. He's got so much will and strength and passion. He may be a little bit a touch impulsive, which in the upright is sort of to his advantage. He's very decisive, knows what he wants, and he's got just this gusto and this drive and the athleticism and the skill. Look, he is, driving this bird. He's perfectly balanced. He's not afraid of anything. He's about adventure. He's all about travel. So lovely, beautiful. Call upon yourselves during this Leo season, to bring about that fire and that passion. But I do have the Two of Cups in reverse. This is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. And the Two of Cups is all about that complete love, people entering into agreement. It's an equal exchange of gifts. I'm getting that, there isn't or there won't be an equal exchange. And that's going to create a lot of confusion for you. I'm getting here, look, if we look at these two cards here, this person or this situation is, this person has a lot of options, and it very well may be sexual partners, and maybe that they're dating a lot of different people. I mean, it could be in a business sense, somebody's traveling. It could be somebody, I'm getting this energy of a pilot, who wherever he lands, he's got a family or a girlfriend, which I know sounds kind of crazy. But, do be careful of your finances, because we do have the King of Pentacles in reverse underneath it. So do watch your finances, that you're not overextending yourself in this sort of party time, or that you're, you have, a couple of girlfriends or boyfriends on the side that are really draining your bank. Okay, or that you're not one of them. Okay, so you may be attracted by this really passionate energy, but it's not for you. There's not an equal exchange here, so you're gonna have to be really careful. But I do get that you have a lot of options here, and remember the cups, they're not grounded. They're always elevated, so it's an element of fantasy going on here. So do be careful with everything that you're being offered. Be discerning, and take your time. Really take your time to assess. It seems like a lot of abundance, but there may only be one of these that really works for you. And we've got this new moon energy here as well. So just, do be careful with this. This is this is turtle here. I'm getting, just take your time. Be very, very, very careful. Take your time. Be really discerning. You might get caught up in this, Page of Cups, this sexual energy, this romanticism. Even if this isn't resonating with you on a romantic level, you may be romanticizing a situation, or somebody might be feeding you a lot of BS. All right. And so really, but really it's not an equal exchange. So that you have to be very, very careful of, and don't let them confuse you. I'm getting this could be somebody who's a smooth talker, and they might talk you into something. This card just popped out, Ace of Summer. This is a blessing, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous. It's an Ace of Cups. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. That's gorgeous, you guys, because there is a blessing here. So maybe it's waiting on this person, but letting them go through this phase, or maybe you're getting a lot. Maybe you're just looking so good, and you're this amazing, passionate energy that people are like, wow, you walk into a room and you command attention. You don't have second thoughts. You're very decisive, and you might have to sift through a couple of, toads before you find your prince, or vice versa. Again, gender is fluid here, so I could be talking to, male or female energy. But the Ace of Summer, this is really quite nice. Really nice energy. It's love, and summer as it's sort of coming to an end, although it's not not yet. You do have to be a little bit careful though, because trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So 5 of Cups is disappointment. It is a bit of anxiety here, so you may this situation, this fantasy, all of these options might be creating a lot of, you might be overthinking this situation. Again, you're going to have to be really discerning. Be careful of what somebody is spinning for you, especially if it's on the love front. But I do get that there's a lot of beautiful energy, because the Ace of Summer, guys, again, that's a blessing. That's love. That's, look at the dove here. There's peace. Absolutely gorgeous. Hermit card. coming out. Find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Okay, so you may have been involved too much, you know, emotionally in the situation, or exploring your sexuality, or maybe it was a very sexually charged relationship, but there wasn't an equal exchange and you were just sort of getting really confused by everything that was going on. So this Ace of Summer could be a call, also this Ace of Cups, to, you know, love yourself. And, you know, or I'm also getting, you might have to go back to somebody that you had left behind. You may have, you know, sometimes we break up with someone and we take this break and we have this like wild, crazy period, and then we realize like, wow, they were really the person for us. So go inward, go on that journey, shine your light on what's going on and what's making you uncomfortable, or what you're finding extremely disappointing at this time. All right, Two of Summer. So now we've got the Two of Cups showing up in the reverse and in the upright. You guys, this is probably a love and relationship reading. This is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces is very strong here. So if you are that person, or this is the person that you might be cross-watching, or you might, you know, somebody has these qualities. They're very romantic, they're very emotional, they're very nurturing. But the Two of Summer, man, this is love. And here you've got the Ace of Summer. So this is a blessing and start of a new romance. You know, it could be your soulmate. There's something that's really disappointing. Either maybe you were with this person before and you're coming back to them, you know, and you've really got to think about it, or you had to go away and you had to really, or get some help, you know, clearing up these thoughts and getting out of fantasy land. Or maybe you were overcome with possibilities and options and you just sort of, you know, had a moment where you were like so confused. But it looks like this is true love, you guys. So falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Okay, so there may have been a separation here and you may have gone off and, you know, been a little bit naughty, but that doesn't necessarily mean you've been naughty. You may have just needed to explore some sexuality or some other people. Again, if this doesn't resonate on a love and relationship level, again, it could be a relationship with any loved one, you know, a parent, a sibling, your family, or it could just be somebody that you really deeply care about. Okay, it could be a family friend, it could be an old friend from childhood. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We have Artemis, the guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So Spirit wants you to know that you are surrounded by your angels. Don't forget to, you know, set your intentions and ask for their help when you find things to be too difficult. All right, but don't worry, you know, you can walk comfortably and in peace because you are protected by your angels. All right, so the card that popped out, I'm going to take it. It's fertility, you guys. And this is funny. This is popping out on top of the 9. And if you look at the colors, how much they work together. Again, there may be a pregnancy involved, or it could just be co-creating a situation. Could be also a business. I mean, it could be working with somebody to create a family. It could be creating a business. It could be just creating harmony in your life. But this is Ostara, fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy, but, you know, I love that on top of the Hermit card, because 9 is the amount of time the human the human gestation period, 9 months. So it's really, you know, don't worry, you're protected, you know, go with what you're creating, you know, Spirit saying, you know, this situation is, you know, it's all systems a go. All right, lots of blessings here, you guys. And maybe there wasn't an equal exchange, but this time away and this confusion, you were able to go within and see that, you know, this situation really was perfect and is your soulmate situation, or is a karmic connection, or it could be with somebody completely new. Okay. The Metal King, discipline, armor, and boundaries. So it's very important that you put up your own personal boundaries, that you stay true to yourself. Very important. Okay, be strong. Okay, saying no, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're hurting anyone. You do need to take care of yourself. And that could be you giving birth to those new conditions. All right, and the next card out here is the Prison Wave, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. So be very careful that you are not sabotaging this situation. Spirit really, really wants you to be successful here, and really is saying, you know, co-creation. There's something here for you. Okay, there's blessings in the universe. I'm going to pull Mermaid Oracle cards because I feel like we need them, and we need in all of their glory. so the next card out, experiments, okay? Manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance, okay? So this is, again, you may have been dealing with somebody like that, or it could have been really this energy. It may have been what you were doing, or this, you know, this Page of Cups, that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person or energy. I think there's too much that was kept from you. I feel like, you know, somebody may have had somebody on the side, so you do have to be really careful, okay? Don't force a situation. Very interesting. And don't make the wrong choice, is what Spirit is saying here. You had a lot of options. Don't make the wrong choice. Vulnerability, open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. Okay, so I get that there may be a different person, or it's going back to someone, but it's not this Page of Cups energy. Okay, wow. So let yourself be vulnerable, make the right choice. The universe is offering you a blessing here. Whoop. All right, let's see how this goes. And sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Okay, so I'm getting here, really, you do have two options. I think in the beginning of the reading, we did have that Two of Cups in reverse, and I get it was really with this energy, and maybe with this, you know, Prince of Wands energy that you were really attracted to. And I get that either you left somebody for that, and it really wasn't for you, that they're not, you know, you're not the only one. And so either it's the person that you left behind, or vice versa. And so you really need to choose wisely, make a sacrifice, the one that's worth making. Choose the person that's worth it. You know who it is, okay? You know who's worth it. And you might need to go inwards. You might need to just sort of let the sort of, you know, hangover subside from this crazy situation, or what you thought you wanted, and then make the right choice. All right, frequency shift. Lovely. Focus on this image for a moment. I want you guys to be a little bit more active in this reading, intuit what you feel by looking at this card. Okay, and it's really important that you raise your frequency so you don't attract, you know, players, and you don't attract immaturity and people who are disingenuous, but you really raise your vibrations through meditation, through self-talk. Okay, also listen to music. If you need to look up on YouTube different musics and sounds that you can use to raise your vibrations, clear your chakras. Okay, do all of the stuff you need to do to raise your frequency so you're attracting abundance and really good people into your life. Wow. Okay, and I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Okay. Okay, shifting. Wow. So in doing that shift, okay, everything in your life is going to shift. It's going to go from sort of crazy and confused and overly emotional and sort of unfounded, like anxieties and being around people who just don't work for you, to being around that Two of Cups, finding the people that are really good for you, finding your soulmate, and whether that's a love situation, whether that's a family situation, or whether that's a business position or situation, but making that shift towards abundance and clarity and just a beautiful, beautiful existence. So I'm going to leave it there with you guys. So make sure that you choose wisely. Make sure you make the right sacrifices, and not the ones that will destroy you. It's very important, but you know, there is a blessing here. The universe is saying you're protected by angels. The universe has got your back. So again, just choose wisely, okay? And if you need a moment to step out, you know, and be the hermit, walk, you know, take a walk alone, sort of detach for a moment to do that. You know, the universe says take all the space you need. You set your own boundaries. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave me a comment if this resonates with you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.